That's the toxic trio.
Well, it's looking like both teams are going to be going for this Pocket Mercy, who will provide both the damage boost and also the healing. But we have two different tanks going up on the field.
Definitely, we've got Marling School going for the Baron, which is quite impressive. We have also got the dedicated healer on both teams, which is a good thing to see. But Marling seemed to have got the first kill really quickly there. That was the Baron, looks like the takeout. Extremely quick out of Ash. Ash didn't last long at all. Looks like Marling School 6 here is just going up the side. They're going down into the centre area. We're going to see but there you go, Marling School wipes the round. She is nice and so I'm very proud of these guys.
Not biased at all.
There we go, that's a beautiful first round, total wipe. It is lockout, so it's going to be interesting to see the fact that they're going to have to pick a different configuration, which is why I don't think they used any of the super toxic characters apart from Farah, so that they can save them for the next rounds going forward, hoping that they can get their swipe.
That's the interesting thing about this sort of game style, is that you can pick a composition that works for you, but you can't do it yet again. And so the Farah actually works really well to be able to get behind the Rhine shield, but they're not going to be able to run it once again. So we're going with this sort of sustain healing from the Moira combined with the McCree, who should be able to bring that Mercy down pretty easily.
Definitely. I know that the person who's playing McCree there is a McCree main. So it'll be interesting to see if we get those straight shots. I know the Moira main also again a main. But the Reinhardt's an interesting pick. I guess that's to try and shield them, but they lost McCree really quick. But at the same time, they got the healer low, but are they going to be able to pull back from that? Looks like they're using the shield tactically here, but they can't really do much with the Moira.
The interesting thing here now is the Reinhardt has to engage that hook. Didn't quite work there, but you have no longer range damage on the side of Marling.
That was almost used as a dodge, but he's out. They've won the round. That was a total comeback from them there. They have got now rid of Ash and their main healer, which is interesting, but they've still got the toxic characters for later rounds.
We've now evened things up. Yeah, I really like the use of the Orisa there, actually, because it meant that they could kind of have this bunker composition and be able to shield the Ashe so that she could deal in the damage, rather than actually having to chase around the opposing team. So, waiting now to see what they come up with. Seems like we're going to be going for similar heroes, actually, this time.
It's almost a team swap. They've almost gone for...
It kind of is, except we have the Anna this time, who can both deal damage, but she can also use those really vital anti-nades that prevent the healing being added to the team. So it could render them more useless.
We're also seeing the Anna versus Ash here, which will be interesting to see. Looks like the Anna's going for more just pot shots instead of actually taking some tactical aim, which will be interesting to see. They have got the Reinhardt there for protection, so it's something that they can do. Well, of course, the Ashe there being a little bit more tactical, but still spraying kind of generally. The Reinhardt, little swipe there. It's beautiful. They're both lined up here. Will they both try and charge? Can we see a double charge takeout?
Oh, that would be hilarious, but we have seen they come out.
They're going for the shield there. Both teams are playing really defensive, but it looks like Marling got the first kill there. Marling about to get the second kill as well.
And now Moira completely separated from the team after using the fade.
1 HP. Oh, Marling have got this in the bag. Oh, got that beautiful boost, but it looks like, are they going to be able to? She's got all. This could be a pivotal moment. But
the rest of the team are down.
The rest of the team are down, yeah. It's a 2v1. Will she be able to clutch the 2v1? No, Marling School takes away their beautiful little swipe there. Low health.
Very dangerous waters for the Anna there, and it must be so frustrating knowing you have that nano boost ready to go, but no one to apply it to, and you're just sort of waiting for your own demise.
Be interesting to see what the next set of picks are here, since we are looking to be in potentially the final round of this game.
Yeah, this could be match point here. You must be very happy.
I am. I'm proud of the guys. It's been a lot of work, but we had, as our in-school competition, we had I think we had 26 teams sign up.
Oh, wow.
So we were having weeks on weeks of just getting through, and this was the one winning team.
So you've basically done scrims.
We have, literally.
Well, the interesting thing about Wandsworth's team here is that they actually don't have anything long range. They're going to have to be quite aggressive. And with this bunker composition, once again, they have the healing from the biotic field that the soldier can use, as well as the nade and the Orisa shield. I really think that this is probably in the favour of Marling.
I think they definitely saved these picks here for this round to be sure that they could hopefully take that. It'll be interesting to see. It looks like they're getting some early shots in both teams. The soldier getting hit, but then just bring them back up. They're probably trying to protect the soldier here, since the soldier's got that large damage, that large healing radius.
All slept. The thing with sleeping the D.Va is now the defense matrix isn't available.
Exactly. But it looks like the D.Va's back up here and just making the pushes again. That shield is basically the only line of protection. the benefit of the D.Va for that team is that as soon as the D.Va's out, they have to get through the second stage of attack before they can be sure D.Va's out of shell. It's going to be interesting.
This is dangerous.
Trying to keep the D.Va safe. They're trying to keep on healing that D.Va because they do not want that D.Va out with that 150 health, but it looks like the D.Va is about to go.
Low.
The D.Va is so low.
Healed up. And we have the coalescence ready as well. Here we go. It's coming out now.
Interesting.
Particle effects.
Yeah. They managed to keep that D.Va. I am incredibly surprised by that. They managed to hold that D.Va.
So the supercharger is now being brought out by the Orisa, so that provides that 50% damage boost. This is really dangerous waters here.
Exactly. It looks like Marling are taking the win. Marling School win the first round of the competition today. Wow, I'm proud.
Don't look too happy about it.
I'm proud of them. We'll see what the play of the game is.
Look at that Orisa pose there.
There we go.
Here we go.
It was the play of the game. Get a GG in the Twitch chat, please.
Here we go. This is where we see the supercharger come out and just provide all their damage. And that whole
that pulling of the entire team. That was beautiful.
So well done.
The entire team
and
just
anti-nade at the end.
Exactly. What an amazing, amazing play. Going in now, we've got 2 seconds. We're about to find out the picks. Marling School is again on the left and Wandsworth on the right. So it looks like Marling School have gone. Both teams, well, Marling School have gone for the traditional pick that they made the last game.
Yeah, I'm really interested in this Reinhardt versus Winston matchup. Of course, the Winston can jump away and make dives, which is quite hard to do on a Reinhardt. And the heroes that Marling have picked are going to be very hard to dive, but it does mean that there is a lot more mobility on the side of Wandsworth.
I think Wandsworth have also got the more cumulative health. So they have more total health from the attack here. But then that's interesting because it looks like Marling, they have some level of heals. They're going to need to keep their healers safe. They're going to need to use that Reinhardt to make sure that the healer doesn't get damaged. We can actually see this now. The healer is not making attacks. The healer is round the corner. We've got the Ashe making the plays, and then we've got the Reinhardt just keeping the shield defensive there. Looks like the Winston tried to get up but missed the attack to go for the electric shock. Looks like Marling aren't really getting hit by much, but their healer almost just got taken them. But it looks like they're really focusing now to try and get rid of Winston as fast as possible. Little shots coming there. They weren't successful in their hit from Ashe there. It looks like it's going to be quite interesting now because there's a fight going on outside here. Will they be able to take out the Reinhardt? Oh, suicide play! Oh, yes, our first suicide play. Lost round, but
you lost, but you got
suicide play.
You got what
we
you
got
wanted.
the suicide play. I'm happy. I'm satisfied now.
And I think really there, just the Winston was being such an irritant to the team because the interesting thing actually is they went for this Zarya, and I was actually a little bit skeptical as to how much charge she would have been accruing because there wasn't all that much damage coming into her bubbles. Of course, she was using them on the Winston to allow him to dive, but ultimately that suicide play is what led to the win for Wandsworth. But now, looking like Marling actually coming out with the same thing.
The same thing. Now maybe it was the idea to get Wandsworth to waste the Winston. Maybe that was the idea. Give them the round with the Winston. Just do the suicide play because they didn't think they could pull back through, so that then they could go the same strategy and not have to deal with the massive damage that Winston did to them. That could have been their thought process.
Certainly an interesting idea. I'm really interested by this composition they're running now because it's very similar to the one that allowed Marling to win last time.
Yeah.
You know, having this bunker comp, they've got Mercy who can add the damage, that damage boost as well as the healing, and of course McCrew doesn't have a damage drop. He's just a complete limitless hit scan.
As long as you can aim.
As long as you can aim, but the only thing is the shield break on the Rhine shield. It's going to take a lot of effort to actually be able to break through that. And you can actually see they're now relinquishing their position, which isn't a position you want to be in when you're running an Orisa-based composition.
Definitely, we're seeing these kind of shield attacks here going on. Looks like Wandsworth this was a great play from Marling because they're losing their health. However, they've got the healers, so they're getting back up very quickly. It looks like it's a little bit of who's going to make the first move here. They've both got their points. Like you said, Black Forest has got multiple levels. It looks like Marling's taken the top level. Wandsworth have got the bottom level here, and they're just slowly moving out. Each of them pushing forward slowly, just making a little bit of attack, falling back, healing, making a little bit of attack, which would be really interesting. It looks like Marling were the ones to make the play here, making the charge, and they've got the healer behind. They're trying to get rid of any kind of shield that's possible, just swinging. They're getting healed up, but no. Wandsworth were able to take out the Reinhardt. Will Marling have lost it from there. With the Reinhardt gone, I don't think next game they're going to do the same composition again, and it will be interesting to see whether they can maybe clutch the pullback. Looks like the ult was just used there.
Yeah, we did
no,
have
there's no chance.
the Valkyrie come up for Mercy there, which obviously was providing a lot more healing there for Wandsworth. And I think if Marling had played that a little bit more patiently, perhaps it had gone their way, because Ashe has so much more of a shield break capability with her dynamite. So they could have just picked away at the Orisa shield and then taken the opportunity. But I think Marling got a little bit impatient that there wasn't enough aggression for them.
They did, so maybe they should have stayed back since they had the high ground. Yeah. But they didn't have any massively offensive characters, so they kind of had to play the melee game.
Yeah.
But it looks like here they have gone for the much more ranged characters.
I love it. Farah is my queen. I love her more than anything, and so I'm very excited to see this.
Will they be told they got a dedicated healer? This is the toxic trio. This is the first of the toxic trios.
It is the toxic trio, because that's the thing with the Roadhog, is he's so self-sustaining because he has his own healing.
Exactly.
So the Mercy can solely stay with the Farah.
And just bam, 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 constantly get that splash damage. They're right there. We can already see that splash damage. They're taking control of that building. They've locked him in that building almost. They're just now just making sure that Farah is healed, just constantly just splash, 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 splash. Will they be able to pull it through back to a 1-2? It's going to be interesting to see, but they will be wasting the Farah or losing the Farah. It's up to a good usage if they can win this round. Looks like here they're going in just constantly that splash damage. Still taking, they're trying to get rid of the Reinhardt shield because the Reinhardt shield has the recharge time. Reinhardt makes the miss but misses. But maybe that could have been to get out of the way to let the shield recharge.
I think he wasn't trying to go all the way that far across the map, and now Soldier straight down, so their damage dealer is gone.
Yeah. Oh, looks like they managed to get a bit of Farah. Had the ult there. Still got the ult. They did. Oh no, we did see the ult usage there. Amazing, just absolutely clear of that room. Maybe that was the idea of keeping them in that high building, is that once you get the Farah ult, you can just absolutely just hammer them with missiles.
Yeah, and of course, once that Ryan made the charge there and the soldiers sort of left out in the open, you know, he's so vulnerable. And they didn't have a Mercy themselves, so they couldn't have that damage boost. And once he's brought down, you don't really have a damage dealer when you're just left with a Reinhardt and a Moira. But it's looking like they're actually going to be going for the same thing again, and only Marling changing things up.
But it looks like Lucio here. That's the first time I believe we've seen a Lucio in this competition. So far,
this is like the 3-3 version of Ghost.
Exactly.
Like the 3 versus 3 version, where you just have the Lucio, the Winston, and the Diva, no DPS.
They are just
punched.
They were punched to death. Wow. That's a bit brutal. That has got to hurt. I wouldn't want to be punched to death. But it looks like they're going through here. Marling just coming with the comeback now. They've really brought it together. They realised that maybe that first combination wasn't so great for them, and that going from some different variation and being versatile to changes what they need to do, and it's showing to be an amazing tactic. Marling pulling back to 2-2, so we're going to see the first match point true game where it's going to be really interesting to see.
I love that they had to chase down the Moira because of course she has her fade, so she can kind of get away, but they did bring her down. But I actually really like this idea of not necessarily playing a DPS and just being able to go in with the tanks, although that said, it must kind of hurt as a Reinhardt knowing you got punched to death by
Definitely. So we're going into the next round here. It looks like the picks for Marling are the Soldier, Moira, and the Reinhardt.
So this is the exact composition that we said didn't work for Wandsworth, who once again are bringing out the Reaper, which didn't quite work for them before. I'm very interested in the fact that they're also bringing them out with a Moira rather than a Mercy, given that the Roadhog isn't really going to require the healer's sort of assistance.
I have to say, one thing I'm really impressed with is that all the teams so far have been making sure that they've got a distributed team. So they're making sure that they've got a healer, they're making sure that they've got a tank, and they've got to make sure that they've got some kind of assault.
They're playing smart. They're at least trying to, strategize and come up with some actual, calculated way of playing rather than just all insta-locking Genji,
Definitely, yeah. Which is going to be fun to see here. We're using the Reinhardt shield really effectively. Looks like Marling are the ones who've got the first kind of damage over on Wandsworth here, but will they be able to maintain that attack? Looks like Wandsworth are going for the healing here, making sure that everyone's back up.
Yeah, just waiting now to see what this Reaper decides to do. I don't really like how passively he's playing because they're just not getting any damage done. And the other thing is he has to kind of stay close by to that Moira, otherwise he's completely bereft of healing.
So it looks like here we're going back. Both teams are almost at full health. They're using the healers really effectively, making sure that they can maintain that high health points within all of their teams. Even if they get hit, they're falling back a little bit, playing a little defensive. Looks like the ult is charging up here on both teams. Looks like the Soldier is about to get the ult. Maybe that Soldier, if they save it to the right moment, will be really effective. Soldier with the ult here. Looks like they are using the Soldier ult here, just making sure they can spray to get those hit points early. But it looks like they're using cover here. Wandsworth loses their first Reaper. There we go. We're going for this is point capture. Point capture offensive here. bringing it in. Who's going to win this? It looks like the Moira's really low here.
got the
We're going into
Hog.
the final thing. The Hog has the final ult, but
No,
it looks like Marling's
Ryan!
lost to Reinhardt. We're going in here. We're seeing the final place here. Marling still got a 2v1 here. They're bringing it into the final moments here. Will they be able to spray Marling on full health? And Marling School wins the game, which I believe means that Marling School have won. Marling School have won this segment. Awesome.
Wow.
Yes, I'm so proud of these guys.
Oh my god, and the fact that they won it off the back of that coalescence at the end
Definitely.
there, even though Marling's Moira was so much further
Yeah.
behind on ult charge
Yeah.
than Wandsworth, that's just so impressive. And that Reinhardt off the side,
Suicide.
that
That
was
was beautiful play.
it
The
wasn't even
suicide
suicide,
run.
he just stepped back off the world.